Good afternoon, students. This is Swapna, Mathematics faculty from EduHunt IIT and NEET Academy. I hope everybody are doing well. Do you remember, guys, what we have discussed in the last class? Yes, we have discussed the concept of set theory and its definition, types of sets, and cardinality of sets, right? So today we are going to discuss about operation of sets. So how many types of operations that you are going to learn in set theory, right? And we'll solve some more problems related to it. Okay. So yeah. So first operation you are going to learn in normal topics. You'll what are the operations you are familiar? Add, subtract, multiply, divide, right? So even the same cases you are going to learn the same similar type of operations you are going to learn in set theory. Okay. So first one is like union of sets. Union of sets. So what do you mean by union? Union means kalupukupovam in Telugu, right? Kalsipovam. Right, if you consider any two sets. So let me discuss about union of sets. Next one is intersection of sets. Next, difference of sets. Next, symmetric difference of sets. These are the four you are going to learn in the operation of sets. So let us discuss each one of the operation in detail. Am I clear? Yeah. So here comes the first one is union of sets. So how do you describe about a union of set? For example, take any two sets, A and B. Okay, take any two sets. Let me discuss any two sets, A and B. For suppose A is a set where elements are 1, 2, 3. Okay. B is a set you are having elements as 4, 5. Union means what? The meaning of union is you have to mix, you have to write down all the elements together in a one particular set. So how you will notate A union B? A union B means you have to write all the elements down of A and B and putting all the elements together in one set. So how I will express now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is nothing but A union B. This is nothing but A union B. Am I clear to all? Please look at back to this. So what is the meaning of union? First operation is in the sets you will going to learn about A union B. Consider any two sets A and B. So how you are going to learn about A union B? Write down all the elements of A and B together forms a one particular set. Then you will be getting like A union B. What is the notation of A union B? What is the notation of A union B? A union B is notated as A and this is B. Union is notated like this. Union is notated like this. Can you see here? A union, the starting letter of union is U. So A union B is this. That is the notation. So let us take a glance of it and write down the notes to understand more, right? So let us discuss about this. If A and B are two given sets, that is what I have told you. Take any two different types of sets, right? Then A union B is set of all elements of A set and B set, bringing together in one particular set. So that forms an A union B. Correct. So and this is the notation. Some kind of diagram is visible over here, right? So what is this? So these are called representing an operation in diagrams. So this diagrams in particular you will learn in the next upcoming sessions. These diagrams are called Venn diagrams. Venn diagrams are such type of diagrams that will represent our given data in particular circles, in the form of circles, right? So for example, see, can you see over here? A is nothing but this and B is nothing but this. A is nothing but 3, 5, 7, 8. This is completely an A set, correct? And B is nothing but 7, 2, 6, 9, 8. So this is nothing but B set, correct? So if you want to express A union B, you will express like this, all the elements together. This is a complete A union B, correct? Yes, understood. So this is the first operation, which is union of two different sets. The simple meaning is you have to write down, you have to put all the elements of first and second sets together in one particular set. That was A union B. Right. So can I get back to next one? Please have a glance of it. So I have given an example. Please note it down. This is A union B. That was your example. Okay. Can I get back to next one? Next operation you are going to learn is nothing but A intersection B. The second operation is intersection. The meaning intersection is nothing but, in English, the meaning of intersection is nothing but common. Correct? Common. Common of what? Intersection is nothing but common. Common of sets means common of sets. So what are the common things you are going to find between two sets? Obviously elements. Here what you are taking as common out. So if you are considering two or more, one or more element, if any element you can found the common between two sets, then you will be having intersection of two sets. Am I clear with this point? For example, in order to clear up, for example, A is equals to 1, 2, 3. Okay. B is equals to 3, 4, 5. If it is A union B, how we are going to express? A union B, if it is, you will express 1, 2. 3 is repeated for same number of times. Repetition is not allowed here. That is an important point. Already I have mentioned you out. So 3 you will write for one time and 4, 5, right? But if it is A intersection B, so what is the topic we are going to discuss now? A intersection to B means you will write only intersection का मतलब ये होता है कि common लिखना है. Common क्या लिखना है? What is the thing you have to write common out? You have to write any common elements if you found among the two sets, you will express out as one particular time, right? So here, if I consider the same example, we are having with 3 as common element out over here. So A intersection B is only 3 over here, right? Only 3 over here. I cannot write all the elements. I have to write only whatever the common element is existing, that element only I should express out. Clear? So A intersection का B का मतलब ये होता है कि कुछ common elements हो तो वो लिखना है. किसके अंदर? You should put it in the elements format. Okay? Right. So how we are going to notate? Notation is also important, right? So the reverse of U. So this is A intersection B. So this is A intersection B. Right? Can you see? The reverse of U is nothing but A intersection B. So with the help of one example also I am going to teach you out right now. So what is this? So this is A and this is B, correct? So if you can observe what is the element of A there in A set here? 3, 4, 5, 6. And what is the elements of B over here? 2, 4, 6, 8. So what are the common elements here you can found? A intersection B. A intersection B means this is the common part of both, right? So this is the common part of A and B. రెండిట్లకి కామన్ గా ఉన్న సెక్షన్ ఏదైనా ఉంది అంటే ఇదే కదా. How you will represent? So ఇక్కడ ఏదైతే కామన్ ఉందో ఏం కామన్ ఉన్నాయి? What are the things are there common here? 4, 6. So these two elements I should put it in the common section. Understood about the Venn diagram of A intersection B? I want to repeat one more time. So what is A intersection B? A intersection B means if you found any common elements between two sets, then you will find common intersection part, right? So then you will represent with like whatever the common element is there, that only you will put it in the A intersection B. Got it? So after writing down how you will express in the diagrammatic format, in the common part, whatever, how many elements are there common over here, that elements you have to put it over here, right? అర్థమైందా అని అనుకుంటున్నాను నేను. Am I clear with the second operation of sets? Can I get back to next one? Yeah. So please have a notes of this. Please take a screenshot of this. Okay, with the example part, you also note down the example of A intersection B. Okay, please write down definition, diagram, notation, example. This is how you need to put in the order. Okay, so can I get back to next one? Take a screenshot of this. I'll check down your notes. Okay, if you have any doubts, please put it in the comment section. Yeah. So next one is like difference of sets. So this is nothing but a difference of sets. So how do you going to subtract an operation among the given sets? This was my third operation. So let's get back to the third one. So what is there here? If A is equals to, set A is equal to B comma D comma E comma F, right? B comma D comma E comma F. Let us take an example. A is equals to, मान लो 1, 2, 3 is there. Okay. B is equals to 1, 2 is there. Okay. B is equal to 1, 2 is there. Okay. So whatever, for suppose you are doing like A minus B. Whenever you are doing A minus B, so 1, 2 gets eliminated, right? The leftover element in A you should write down here, right? The leftover element, whatever element are there in A set. Whenever doing A minus B, the first set, whatever you are writing, the elements there in the first set, you have to express it out. That is A minus B. Do not get confused, child. If you are writing B minus A, somebody is asking me, ma'am, what is the value of B minus A then? Correct. B minus A, how you will put it down? So B minus A, the same thing you will eliminate out. Do you found any element is there over here? No, right? So it will be 0. It will be 0, right? You don't found any element over this. It's a null or empty set, right? Whenever you have the elements in B, do not get confused. B లో ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయి, B మైనస్ A లో మీరు చేస్తున్నప్పుడు ఇలా క్యాన్సిల్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మీకు ఏమైనా రిమైనింగ్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ B లో మిగిలి ఉన్నాయా? లేవు కదా. సో దాట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్ ఇట్ విల్ బి అ null set. It will be a null set. So now you answer to my question. This is A minus B and this is B minus A. Is these both are equal? No. A minus B is not equal to B minus A because in A minus B we found common element. We found one element, that is 3, but whereas in B minus A we don't found common element, right? Any element, this is a null set. So that is the reason we here express like A minus B is not equivalent to B minus A. This is not a commutative, right? Even you might have learned in your earlier classes that subtraction is not at all a commutative property over some topics, right? For example, in whole numbers, it is not a commutative property in integers. Similarly, today you also proved like commutative property is not satisfying over sets too, correct? So I have given a perfect example. You can take it out any example as you wish, right? So this is not a commutative property, right? So next one is, I just want to discuss some properties related to subtraction too, right? దీని నుంచి మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తే, so what is the main set? So B is subset of A, correct? So B is a smaller set than A, correct? Yes or no? You should not, you have to agree my point. B is a small set because it contains all the elements. B is having all the elements, which is A is having all the elements in the B, right? B లో ఏవైతే ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఉన్నాయో 1, 2 అవి A లో ఉన్నాయి. So A is nothing but the main set, right? This is the concept we have discussed in subsets and supersets. Do you remember, guys? So can I write now from this result B is subset of A? B is subset of A. Can I write like this? Yes. So B is a subset of A. So that means whatever the smallest set I will express it out, B is subset of A. Can I write like this, Raskocha? Or A is superset of B from the concept of sets, subsets and supersets? Yes, right. E point ardhainattena. So add on point I am going to express it out, okay? So B is subset of A. That means eppudu, for example, B is a subset of A means B is a smaller one, A is a bigger set, right? So whenever B is subset of A, if you want to find common elements, so what are the common elements between these both? Tell me. B common elements A intersection B, if you want to express from this. A intersection B means you will write 1, 2, correct? 1, 2 is which set? It is set B, correct? It is set B. For example, if you want to write A union B from this, so how you will be writing 1, 2 and 3. This is nothing but A set. నేనేం చెప్పాలి అనుకుంటున్నానంటే ఈ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నుంచి ఏ ఇంటర్సెక్షన్ బి అంటే మీరు ఏం చేస్తారు, నన్న కామన్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అవి రాస్తారు. సో కామన్ ఎలిమెంట్స్ ఏంటి ఇక్కడ ఉన్నాయి? వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ 1, 2. 1, 2 అంటే ఏ సెట్? బి సెట్. అలాగే ఏ యూనియన్ బి తీసుకోండి. ఏ యూనియన్ బి తీసుకుంటే ఏం రాస్తారు? యూ విల్ రైట్ ఆల్ ద ఎలిమెంట్స్ టుగెదర్, రైట్? సో విచ్ ఇస్ 1, 2 and 3. దట్ ఈస్ రిప్రజెంటింగ్ ద ఫస్ట్ సెట్ A. So whenever you are doing B subset of A, యూనియన్ చేసినప్పుడు పెద్ద సెట్ సూపర్ సెట్ వచ్చింది. whenever you are writing intersection, you are getting the smaller set. That is a hint. You are going to solve many problems are there which you will see in the worksheet. Okay. So whenever you are having B is subset of A, what is the intersection of these both elements? You can simply say like B, because whatever intersection is the representing smaller set. You have to learn in objective oriented, right? So A is nothing but a superset, because A is the superset. So superset represents that itself is union of two sets. If A is subset of B, very good question. So somebody is asking me, ma'am, what happens if A is subset of B? If A is subset of B, in that case, this is A is a subset and B is a superset, correct? B is a superset. So from this result, A union B is always the big set. So what is the big set? A union B is B. A intersection B is nothing but A. So it will change accordingly. Understood? Please have a glance of this slide. So another example is also over here. If you are aware of the example with respective letters, that is also fine. And you can see the same example in the numbers. Any example is fine. Please note it down. Make it fast. Have a glance of it. Completed, Amma? Can I get back to next one? Chalo. We'll get back to next one. Okay? So that is what next point we are going to learn. So here what they were telling you, note point. Please keep a heading note. If A intersection B is equal to empty, pi. This is nothing but pi, right? Empty, right? Then A comma B are disjoint sets. So we'll give an example for both. Okay, first for the first node, let me take A is equal to 2, 4, 6. Okay, B is equal to, you don't found any common element, right? Because A intersection B is equal to empty. So I need to consider such type of sets where you do not found any common element, right? So I'll take like 3, 5, 7. Okay, 3, 5, 7. So in that case, what they were telling, A and B are disjoint. If you don't found any common element, A, B represents a disjoint sets. Correct? Yes or no? So this is a perfect example for note 1. So whenever you are writing note 1, try to elaborate, always giving with an examples. Okay? Next one. For the next example, next note, if A intersection B is not equal to 5. For suppose this time you are having like even numbers 2, 4, 6 and this is set A and B is equal to, let me take, it is not equal, that means not equal to empty set, that means we found at least one common element, correct? So let me take, I am considering such type of B set which is having common element in A, right? So then A and B are overlapping sets. I told you already, what is the definition of overlapping sets? Overlapping sets are such type of sets, sets at least having one common element are called overlapping sets, correct? Are called overlapping sets, correct? So this is, if A intersection B is equal to 5, we can represent that is disjoint sets. If it is not equal to 5, in that case we can call overlapping sets. Clear with this note? Please have a glance of it, make it fast. Completed. Can I get back to next one? Yes? Chalo. Where is energy, Amma? Next one, you are going to learn about universal set. A very good definition. Universal set. Basically, what is universe? Universe is nothing but you'll have everything, right? Universe means it's a comprise of, it is a collaboration of everything. It will include everything like planet system, everything. Right? The same thing refers here. Okay. Universal set is a fixed set. Just a minute. Yeah. Is a fixed set that contains all sets are its subsets. So, the definition is quite clumsy. So, I always try to elaborate this with an example. Okay. So, you might have learned about real numbers, right? A basic mathematics example. Okay. So, real numbers. So, real numbers are such type of numbers, okay, in which you have, just a minute, in which you have, real numbers are such type in which you have whole numbers, right, integers, right, rational numbers, right, irrational numbers, right, yes, you have all these numbers and all these are subsets of real numbers. So, these are also sets, right? This is a set, this is a set, this is a set and this is also a set. These are also sets, right? But if you put all the sets together, right, that forms a universal set. That forms a universal set. So, writing all the sets together, right, and putting all these in one particular set, that is called as a universal set. Understood, Amma? So, that is nothing but universal set. And universal set is represented as mu. So, is represented, this is called mu, like small u, mu, like small m, right? That is a notation of universal set, okay? And I told you with example too. Can I get back to next one, please? So, that is what they have, all sets as its subsets, it will keep like universal set, okay? Note down, note the definition with example. Next one you are going to learn is complement of set. Complement of set. What do you mean by this? Let me start with narrating the example. For example, A is a set, you are having like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And mu is a set, let me take mu, set of all whole numbers. Okay? So, whole numbers actually starts from 0, correct? So, A complement is such type of set, complement of A, you will define like A's complement, you will define like How you will express A complement? See, this is a universal set which is consisting of all whole numbers, and this is a set which is a subset of this, correct? A complement then antarante, the elements whatever is there in A, you have to subtract it from universal set. That means actually from here you will start writing from 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on, right? So if I want to find out A complement, the elements which are already there in A, that I will not write down. What should I express? The elements which are not there in A, that will come to one particular set. That set is nothing but complement of set. Did you get my point? So you have to find complement of set in such way. It is like subtracting a universal set from A. So what you will get? For example, 0 is not there here. That will get down to A complement. Okay? It's like negation. It's like negation. For example, reverse. Okay, you can say like that. 1 is not there in A, so it will come to A complement. Similarly, 2, 3, 4 is there in A, so it will not come. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8 not there, so 9 and so on. Rest of all elements will come under A complement. So how to notate this A complement? That is also important, right? A complement is nothing but, how you will express it out? This is nothing but A, and C is, you will write suffix of upper of letter A. So this is how you will notate A complement. Okay. So let us now read the definition. So the complement of given set, the complement of any given set is how they will define, which contains all the elements or members. Anything is fine. Elements or members, anything is fine, which contains all the members of universal set that do not belong to the given set. So actually we here write down like universal set, and the elements which do not belong to the given set comes under A complement. So how you will define? Universal set minus given set is nothing but A complement. Please take a note of it. Understood, guys? Please take a note of it. Am I clear? Am I clear? So I just want to, if you are done with the writing notes, I just want to tell you a small recap of today's class. So we have learnt about operation of sets, right? First is union, intersection, difference of set, and the next one we have also learnt like about complementary of set and universal set. So based on this, we are going to solve the problems from worksheet 3, 3A, 4, 4A and 5. So please come back, do watch these videos and try to solve the problems by your own. If not, it is getting well. Stay connected in the upcoming classes and discuss more. Thank you. Bye-bye.